Hello, I am Allison of Blossoming Heart Counseling. Today I thought I'd do a brief practice for reset when you are at the computer. I've posted another video similar to this in the past. It's always great when you are working for longer than a couple hours at a computer to take a couple moments to stretch and to kind of reset. The first thing I want you to do is just bring your awareness to your breath. And I don't want you to think about shifting or changing what your breath is doing. I just want you to observe how the day has led to your breath moving in this manner. It's not uncommon as we sit at the computer for our breath to become short and shallow and quick. And that can intensify our feelings of stress and anxiety. So perhaps you might experiment with deepening the breath so that you are aiming towards your lower rib cage and begin noticing what it feels like to set the intention to breathe into your lower ribs. Perhaps sensing what it would feel like if you slowed the breath to at least a 4-count inhalation and a 4-count exhalation. When we spend time deepening and slowing the breath, it helps our nervous system to have a reset. On your next inhalation, I invite you to lift your arms overhead. And as you exhale, you're going to twist to the right so that your left hand is pressing against your right leg and your right arm is against the chair. You want to breathe in this pose and you don't want to experience any pain. So if you're feeling any sharp pains, you might want to decrease the twist. And as you inhale, you're thinking of lengthening upward. And as you exhale, you deepen the twist, if you feel called to do so, if there's no pain. Again, noticing the sensation of the breath in the lower rib cage. And on your next inhalation, go ahead and raise your arms overhead. And as you exhale, twist to the left so that your left arm is against the chair and your right palm is pressing against your left leg. You want your shoulders to be down and away from your ears. You might notice that this side feels different than the other side, and that is perfectly normal. And again, as you inhale, think of lengthening up through the spine. And as you exhale, you might invite the twist to go deeper. And on your next inhale, I invite you to raise your arms overhead. And as you exhale, you're going to bring your arms down in front of you so that they are level with your shoulders. And you're going to cross your right arm under your left so that they twist and your palms meet. If your palms don't meet, it's okay to have them so that they are back to back. You want your shoulders to be down and away from your ears. And you might notice a stretch in your upper back and shoulders. And again, we want to encourage the breath to be deep and low and slow. And we're going to try adding some movement if you feel called to do so. As you inhale, lifting the arms up and allowing the head to drop back. And as you exhale, bending forward and lowering the arms. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lower the arms. And go ahead and repeat 2 more times on your own. And on your next inhale, return to center with your arms and just give them a little shake. Maybe rolling out the shoulders a few times backwards, a few times forward. Before we repeat on the other side, go ahead and inhale your arms up. Moving your left arm under your right arm and sending your palms to touch if you can do so, or back to back if that feels more comfortable. Again, you want your shoulders to be down and away from your ears, and you want your spine to be lifting up. And on the next inhalation, you will go ahead and raise the arms and lean back. And as you exhale, lean forward and curve your back in a cat position. Repeating a couple times on your own breath cycle. And on your next inhalation, go ahead and release. This time, I invite you to do some head rolls from ear to shoulder on your own pace, perhaps coordinating with your breath. If you want to do full circles, I invite you to do so, being mindful that you don't want to experience any pain or discomfort. Perhaps reversing directions. For many of us, staying in the seated position can cause some low back distress. And so I invite you to take a moment to stand up and just allow the arms to raise overhead and lean to the right and lean to the left, perhaps coordinating with your breath. You can also do this from the seated position. And I invite you to stay seated if it is inconvenient to step away. It might also feel nice to do a forward fold and just to allow a gentle hang, either from the standing position in ragdoll or from the seated position, leaning over your legs and allowing yourself to just relax. Again, feeling what it feels like to breathe into the lower rib cage. Perhaps now you can feel it in the low back. And on your next inhale, go ahead and return to an upright position. The next one is for our face and our jaw. Sometimes our jaw can get into a holding pattern, and this is called lion's breath, and it's pretty fun and playful to do. But you're going to inhale And as you exhale, you're going to stick out your tongue and make a big face. And you might try doing some movement with that, where you inhale and bring your head back. And as you exhale, you come forward. And repeat that on your own cycle. And return to center. You might want to just do a few little circles on your jaw where the joint is. Maybe taking the palms of your hands and moving them down your cheeks. This is called face yoga. You might even feel called to take a knuckle and massage the bottom of your tongue at your chin. And just taking a moment to, again, bring your awareness to your breath. And noticing how it feels to show up for yourself, to offer yourself this time to have a gentle reset. If you found this video helpful, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. There are offerings on mindfulness and breath work and meditation and yoga, as well as some podcasts on mental health. Namaste.